Yasser Qadi. We got Sheikh Yasser Qadi, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and watch the video first.
Wallahi, they are not the same. And I say this as somebody who strongly disagrees theologically and politically with the country of Iran. But still, on the one hand, you have Iman, even if it has mistakes. On the other, you have not just kufr, but blatant kufr. Not just average kufr, but the most deviant, arrogant type of kufr that we have not seen for many millennia. This is pharaonic kufr on the one side. No matter whatever mistakes the other side is making, you cannot equate the two. And so, in this current conflict going on, I state unequivocally that yes, while I do not support Iran unconditionally in this conflict, whatever grievances we have, and we have grievances, let us agree to pause them for the time being. I'm not saying ignore. Once things settle down, once things are calm, once we have both eliminated the common enemy.
Once we have both eliminated the common enemy.
Who is the common enemy?
در این سفر رئیس جمهور آمریکا به منطقه مطرح شد لایق جواب دادن نیست اصلا.
You would interpret that as whoever the common enemy is, which would include most obviously Israel and the United States. Because it is kind of messed up. He's saying Sunni Muslims and Shia Muslims should be on the same side when it comes to eliminating their common enemy.
Once things settle down, once things are calm, once we have both eliminated the common enemy.
Once we have both eliminated the common enemy. Not that once we have both eliminated the common enemy. Sunnis and Shias working together to eliminate the common enemy. Then we'll deal with the Shias. Isn't it interesting they have the same approach? Let's align ourselves with people we disagree with and ultimately want to destroy out of convenience for eliminating another enemy. This is how they... Sitting there telling you how his thinking works, right? This is the same guy, yes, let's align with the left, and let's align with this, and let's align with Queers for Palestine, let's do all this while we eliminate our common enemy, and then we'll deal with these guys. And people fall for this nonsense, and hey, they want to work with us, yay, it's great. All right, so let's check out Sheikh Yasser Qadi's response to AP here. Let's see. This is Sheikh Yasser Qadi. And he is responding to, here we go, AP. So AP says, American Muslim scholar Yasser Qadi tells Sunni Muslims in America to side with Iran until they eliminate the common enemy. Who is the common enemy? What do you think he was talking about, AP? You think he was talking about the U.S.?
No, well, there in this case, he was obviously talking about Israel, but he's naturally also talking about America, especially right now. Does he now change his mind about fighting the common enemy? Of course not.
And yeah, of course, this guy wants to conquer America and all that stuff, but he can't say it because I think he lives in like Texas or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, can't say what he actually thinks about stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway. Here's his response. First and foremost, these comments were made before the U.S. struck Iranian nuclear sites. Hence, there is no reference to America. No, you just said common enemy. Secondly, it is deeply unfortunate that for some people, American and Israeli foreign policy have become so entangled that criticizing one is seen as attacking both. That's interesting. So he's saying he's not attacking both, therefore he's just attacking Israel, right? He is saying that. What did he say? He talked about eliminating the common enemy. So this is a guy who's talking about eliminating Israel. He just said he's saying it right here, right, guys? Saying, hey, if you think this is about America, you've got a problem because, you can't just associate everything with Israel with America. So what's that mean? He's talking about eliminating Israel. And yet Israel's bad if they don't want to be eliminated. America first means, this guy's talking about America first. America first means I want to see, wait, he's America first now? You heard it here, folks. Yasser Qadi is America first, not Islam first, not jihad first, not Sharia first. He's America first.
He's America first, just like Nick Fuentes is America first.
Yeah, these guys are America first when it's convenient for them to dupe a bunch of morons. America first means I want to see my country act in its best interest and not in the interests of Israel. There's a guy who's literally just talking about eliminating Israel. Opposing genocide and not involving ourselves. Opposing genocide. You're talking about eliminating Israel. You're talking about eliminating an entire country. But I'm just opposing genocide and asking questions. Opposing genocide and not involving ourselves in foreign wars is not anti-American. It is basic morality. Staying out of other people's... You're calling... Wait a minute. You hear this, AV?
He's literally calling upon Muslims to unite and support Iran against
a foreign government in a foreign war, and he's saying we should all be united with them. All Muslims should unite with them.
Eliminate Israel. That's what he's literally advocating for, and now suddenly he's completely twisting his own words.
I mean, guys, how can it not be obvious to everyone what a lying scumbag we're talking about here? I believe in America first, and I'm just against. I believe in America first, even though I can't stand America and I want to subjugate the place. I'm against genocide, even though I clearly want genocide against Jews in Israel. And I'm against involving ourselves in foreign wars, even though the clip is literally about me telling Sunnis to unite with Shias when it comes to foreign wars against Israel. Is not anti-American. It is and he calls this basic morality. So basic morality is not involving yourselves in foreign wars, and so he is immoral in this clip. And frankly, the values that the founding fathers clearly expressed and lived by. Yes, this has been your American history lesson from Sheikh Yasser Qadi. Hey, Sheikh Yasser Qadi, you should go on with the Hodge twins. You guys would be best buddies now. What was, and Candace, the Hodge twins, Sheikh Yasser Qadi, Nick Fuentes, all you guys working together. What was referred to was the need to unite against any group committing mass murder and oppression. Any group, guys. Well, guess what? Would that be the United States since we're helping Israel? Everyone, I'm going to tell you something that Sheikh Yasser Qadi knows, and I'm 100% positive he knows. And this is how I know that he's lying and being deceptive here. Is the United States the enemy here? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Why?
Yes.
Why? Okay, so we've been through this tons of times before. I'll give you the quick rundown. Surah 5, verse 33 of the Quran says that the penalty for making mischief, the vague crime of making mischief in a Muslim land, gives various penalties depending on the severity, death, dismemberment, crucifixion, or exile or imprisonment, depending on the translation you go with, but various penalties for the vague crime of making mischief in a Muslim land. The most severe form of mischief in a Muslim land would be taking over the Muslim land and imposing a foreign law or something like that in there. Okay. Not according to me, according to Islam and according to Sheikh Yasser Qadi, is Israel doing that? Is Israel making mischief in a Muslim land? Yes. And they're making the severest form of mischief. So according to Sheikh Yasser Qadi, they're on Muslim land. They control Muslim land, and they're killing people on Muslim land. So there are multiple forms of making mischief on a Muslim land. What's that mean? It means they're under a death sentence, right? So that's Israel. Here's the thing, though. From an Islamic perspective, is the United States of America making mischief in Muslim lands?
Yes.
Yes, we just bombed the crap out of a Muslim land, as we've done repeatedly in the past. And interestingly, we're helping Israel. We're helping Israel. Why is that relevant? Well, there's a principle in Islam. There's a principle in Islam that if you aid someone else in what they're doing, you get an equal reward. And this is the same whether you're on the Muslim side or on the non-Muslim side. So Muhammad said that if a jihadi goes out to fight and you don't go out to fight, but you fund the jihadi so that he can go out and fight. In other words, you pay for his armor and you pay for his horse and you pay for his sword and so on. He goes out and fight. The person who funds the jihadi gets an equal reward. So he actually goes out and fights, but you just pay for him to go out and fight. This is why you have so many cases where people are arrested and sent to prison for aiding a foreign terrorist organization. Right? They didn't go out and terrorize anyone. They sent money. Why? You get the same reward. Why are you going to go out and fight when you could have a business and just fund the jihadi? Right? Got that so far? But here's the thing. So it's not just the person who goes out and makes the mischief who's under the death sentence. It's the person who funds him, who pays for him. So who's responsible for Israel? So even if the United States never directly made mischief, if the United States never bombed anyone, bombed any country, took out any foreign leader, anything like that, if the United States never did any of that, but they simply helped other nations, or they helped Israel do it, they would already have an equal reward to what Israel deserves, which is death, right? But in addition to that, okay, so the United States government, from an Islamic perspective, is the United States government making mischief in Muslim lands? Absolutely. You say, okay, well, that's just the government or that's just the soldiers. Wait a minute. The principle is if you're the one who funds them, if you pay the bills for them to make mischief in Muslim lands, you get an equal reward. Who ultimately pays the bills for the United States government and for the United States military to make mischief in Muslim lands in various ways? Who ultimately pays for that? Answer, the American taxpayer. If you look up in the various writings that Al-Qaeda put out in their justification for the 9/11 attacks and so on, how can you guys justify killing civilians? What did they say? The U.S. civilians are the taxpayers who fund the military who make mischief in our lands. That's exactly what they said. I told you that directly from the Muslim sources. Terrorists read the exact same thing and see it. It's indisputable. Does Yasser Qadi know this? Yes. Does he know that ordinary United States citizens are under a death sentence from Islam? Yes. Does he know that the United States is making mischief and therefore United States is a common enemy of Iran and Sunni Muslims? Absolutely. He doesn't want to get in trouble. So what's he say? Guys, I'm just America first.
Now, first off, calls to deport him, considering that he's an American citizen, would indeed not make much sense. But calls to report him are in no way unconstitutional.
Did you call for him to be deported?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I only said report him, and in fact I insist. And in fact, if you're watching this right now, I would suggest that you call your representatives or you contact your representatives, text us, wherever it is, and actually report Yasser Qadi as an enemy, as somebody who aids the enemy in a war, as somebody who stands with the enemy, and so on. Because that you can report somebody. If we are at war, if we are fighting with a different country, and a citizen openly supports that country and also incites people to go and support that country, that's a crime.
At the very least, this guy's calling for eliminating Israel and uniting with Shias to support a foreign war on Israel, all in the midst of saying he's America first and against having anything to do with foreign wars. It's like hypocrisy, lies, deception, all of that.